What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about Hologram. Things are starting to heat up. I want to go over some of the current data points and one point or one fact that a lot of investors might be overlooking. So I'm going to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So today the market did close early in lieu of Independence Day. So happy 4th of July, all the Americans out there. But nonetheless, today it did go up 6.65%. A fair amount of volume given obviously the market closing early. So 11.9 million shares being traded, 18.8 is the average. No official news, no SEC filings associated to Hologram, but needless to say, it's been getting sufficient amount of volume. And as I've pointed out in the past, a momentum play needs a lot of capital to be injected. And Hologram's more than just a momentum play. It's a kind of a hybrid stock. So it's an AI play. It's also a squeeze aspect to it as well. So it's kind of a very interesting hybrid. And the last time I did a video, I did say that it was a squeeze candidate. And over this last 5 days, it's gone up 12.05%. And I think roughly around this time period is when I actually did that video because of this. And if anything, since then it's gone up. So right now, it does indicate 176.94% of the free float is being shorted. Normally, I always like to vet this just in case, because whenever a company does a reverse stock split, a recent one within around 2 weeks, it skews a lot of the data. But last reverse stock split for this company was in February 2nd, 2024, a 1 for 10. So that is well past the 2 weeks. So, and plus there's been no SEC filings, so there's no been changes for that to really affect the ratio. So yeah, legitimately, this does look like it is a very crazy squeeze play. And even today, shorts did increase 326,000 shares, 6.95 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average is 18.74, utilization 84.12, and then short score, so the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening, is sitting at 75.85. And just to pop over to this, so through Interactive Brokers, it does indicate around 2.6 million shares is available to be shorted at a price of around 16.26%. And so that's through IBKR. So yeah, this is definitely a very big squeeze play. And in reality, I think the broader market rallying today and over this last several trading days has just been really escalating the squeezability, if that's even a word, of this company. But it gets better. So I'm going to talk about that in a second. But I do feel because of this potential hype around a rate cut for the September meeting, this is going to fuel the market going into Friday as well as into the following week. So right now there is a 66.5% likelihood of a 25 basis point cut and then a 6.1% likelihood of a 50 basis point cut. So this is definitely going to fuel growth stocks, at least for the next little bit. So something to kind of consider. But like I mentioned already at the very beginning, there's one point that I feel like a lot of people aren't really paying attention to, and that is this. So I'll pop over to IBKR. So this is the current ownership for Hologram. So it goes over the institutions. So right now, 76.31 thousand shares is being held by institutions, 201 is held by strategic entities, and then 81.72 million is held by other, aka retail. So I'll just convert this over to a percentage basis. So 99.66% of the float is held by retail. So a lot of people are asking for a squeeze. Well, lo and behold, retail has the power. All that needs to happen is just a significant amount of buying. And similar to what has happened 3 times or possibly even 4 times in the past, this company has proven that it can actually go up quite dramatically. So this is a very exciting stock, and in reality, the future of its squeeze is in retail's hands. Of course, there probably is a lot of synthetics. I think that's actually a very telling thing because of it being at 176% of the free float. Clearly that's an indication that there's naked shorting, synthetics, and whatever else. So if there's a good piece of news that does come out associated to the company itself, then this is where this company will go parabolic. In my opinion, even just as it stands without any news, I think there's just a lot of good momentum already in place for it to really trend higher. So that's just my own opinion, of course. Right now, just bigger picture, it's in consolidation mode. So even where it was roughly like mid-May or something like that, it was at like 250. So it's gone down quite a lot. So potentially with it being so heavily shorted, this is where you could see a very nice correction, and for it to go at least to around the $2.50 to $3 range, and that's not counting a squeeze. Like I already said, there's been a lot of good kind of pumps in the past that kind of goes up to significant levels around the 90s, 50s. Even last time around it went to, I think, the high of 66. So yeah, I don't know, this stock is definitely one of those ones that you need to add to your watch list. The only negative side I wish is it had options, but then again, in my opinion, that could be why hologram's gone up so much so fast, because a lot of shorts do hedge with options. And just in case you guys don't know what I mean by that, so let's say the stock price is this, they're shorting, but they have a feeling that the stock is going to go up. So what they would do, they would buy either the closest strike price, so $1 or $1.50 strike price call options. So if hologram does run up to, let's say, 50, well, guess what? They're hedged, they're covered. So shorts don't really have the huge squeeze. So I think the fact that there isn't options is also a little bit more beneficial to, I think, the company itself. And this is probably why over this last little bit, it does typically have these very fast, aggressive spikes up. So once again, this is definitely one of those ones that you need to add to your watch list. Give yourself a shout out in the comments below if you have been buying, if you've been selling, what have you been doing with hologram, and what is your thoughts, for instance, on 99.6% of the free float being held by retail. Do you think that's accurate? Do you think it's not? What's your stance on all that? And one final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So take advantage of this. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said though, appreciate all of you watching.